Good morning and welcome back to ClaimJumpper.com. In today's video, I'm going to go over the Explore feature up here on the toolbar. This is the interactive map that we have for the United States. And as I mentioned in the last video, we also have this available for Canada, Australia, and New Zealand as well. So these are each different platforms, but the same type of website is available for each of these different countries. If you zoom in here on the map, you'll see that there's a whole bunch of different colored dots. If you go down here to data sources, you'll see what these dots are correlated to. So you have active claims, filed claims, under review and pending, closed expired claims, mill tunnel, other minerals, etc. You can go down through and see all these. If you have a club that is in the list, if you register your club with the list, it will show up on the map as well, so people can find clubs in their area. There's also for sale. So if you have a claim for sale that you post here on the app, it will show up on the map as well, so people around you who are looking to buy a claim can see your claim in their search area. And there's a whole bunch of other features that tie into that. I'll go into another videos, but for example, if you have somebody has an area in their watched area that they have sectioned off on the map and you post a club, or if you post a claim for sale in that area, it will give them a notification. Under review and pending is interesting because the MLRS is very slow to update claims to active status on the map. So when somebody files a claim through MLRS, it goes into a filed status. It will show up on the map here before it actually shows up as active on the MLRS website. So same thing for under review or pending claims. Those will show up on the map here before they show up fully on the MLRS. Our data evaluates the government websites every 24 hours and updates this information. So these numbers are constantly changing. So keep an eye on that. Now let's hop over here and look at some of the layers. There are a ton of layers available to you on this map. So we'll zoom in here so we can do some examples of these. You can see here the green are active claims. We're going to give those a second. Now they're loaded. You have claim buffer zones. So this will give you a 0.25 exclusion zone around active claims. That way you make sure you're not claim jumping. There's a geology overlay on here as well. So the Bedrock geology, it's going to take a second to load. That will show up on here as well. There's also a hillshade shade, so LiDAR. So you can activate those and those will generate on the map. It takes a little bit to load those, but they will load. You have your ancient gold rivers. So these are paleochannels that are known to have produced gold in the past. You can have this activated and it will show you the actual layout of those paleochannels. Same thing for glacial gold zones. So this will show you glacial zones that were known to be transporting gold. You have your volcanic flow zones. We all know that volcanic activity is a large producer of gold. So having that mapped out is very helpful if you're prospecting an area that doesn't have any gold mining history, or if you're looking in an area and you want to find unfound gold deposits. You also have your gold fault corridors. These are fault zones that are known to have produced gold in the past. You have your historic mining districts, your geothermal gold zones, so hot springs of thermal gold deposits, etc. User photos, if you post a photo on here, let's say a cool waterfall picture or whatever like that, people can see those pictures that you post to this as well. We also have a bunch of reference layers. So you have your closed to mining areas, like your wilderness areas will show up on the map. Your public panning areas, and these aren't 100% accurate because a lot of times the BLM is not very good about actually mapping these out. You have your waterways. Your protected waterways is an important one. If you're looking at an area, maybe you want to dredge for gold, making sure that you're not on an ESH is helpful for expeditiously getting your paperwork done and confidence rating and actually getting the permitting to do dredging, for example. You also have a public lands overlay, so your Forest Service, etc. Public lands is a nice overlay to have on there. Make sure you're not going onto private property. You also have your USGS topo map, your mining districts, access roads, PLSS survey overlay, your stream sediment geochem. So this is actually the geochemistry sediment samples with the data. You can have those show up on the map and click on those and get the data of that stream sediment geochemistry. You have your rock geochemistry, your soil arsenic, which is a gold pathfinder, soil geochem samples. So this is actual sample data based on core samples, etc. There's also a draw an area for alerts, so you can hit that and ping out an area on the map and get alerts if anything happens in that area. You have your claim staking tool, which will be a separate video as well. You can also drop a pin, which I'll do a separate video on as well, and this will give you a whole bunch of information for that spot. You can also download these overlays if you're a Pro Plus member. Let's X out of the overlays and go over to tools. So there are a bunch of tools that are available here, like you can search based on claim name or coordinates. You can measure distances. You can draw out, create map notes. You can download information here, set notifications for an area. This is your claim staking tool. So it's very easy. You hit this, and I'll do another video on this, and just mark out where you want your claim, and it will create your notice of location for you. If you drop a pin on the map, it's going to give you a whole bunch of options for different data that you can access and give you a gold probability score based on a pre-selected radius. You can change the radius in the tool and get gold probability mapped out. It'll give you pins on where to prospect, etc. You can measure areas. This will give you the elevation change between 2 points. So if you're wanting to hike into a canyon, for example, you can pin 2 points and see how much elevation change you're going to have. You can search for claims within a radius as well. Like I said, you can download here as well, a whole bunch of different data. Basically, anything you see on the map can be downloaded for offline use. You can print off information from the map, export the map view, for example. You can share this information with other people. And then this one is a cool tool. It's just a heat map viewing to see the historic gold mining activity. So you have your hot zones of a lot of gold mining activity historically, and that's going to take a second to load for the full map. But you guys get the idea of how to use the Explorer. So you can also do filters in here as well if you want to search by state, for example, township range section, latitude, longitude, etc. There are a whole bunch of filters available over here: ownership, claim name, time base, claim size. All these different things are available for you to filter out and do a search on the Explorer map. So that is a great tool to help you with your research as well. Stay tuned for the next video. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. I will be doing separate videos on each of those tools, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.